it on sidewalk, going to New Jersey Avenue.
I have it on my Google Maps. You can see that it'll mimic, based on where the sight line is, I can see, and it'll continue the sidewalk.
So what's the projection for buildings?
So it would require the Public Service Commission to review and approve, and then the BZA as well. So we don't think we would actually start any type of construction there until 2019.
Sure. 2019.
2019. So we still have a little bit of time.
Promise.
All right, if there are any other questions, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Look forward to providing some additional input. Next, we have a presentation from the DC Department of Forensic Sciences. Director Jennifer Smith, welcome.
Welcome. Well, thank you so much, and thank you for the opportunity to speak to you tonight. I've kind of fit into the members of the public also. I've actually sort of on a campaign to try to get to every ANC. That's my mission right now, because I want to talk to you all about the Department of Forensic Sciences. We're a relatively new agency. We're only about 5 years old, and we have a beautiful building that all of you have paid for. I like to get out and talk about the building and what we do there, because it really is your crime lab. That's kind of what I'm here to talk about tonight. The building is down in Southwest. It's at 4th and E Street Southwest, kind of close to NASA, LaFont Plaza area, Metro Station. We are called the Consolidated Forensic Laboratory because we also share our space with the medical examiner, Dr. Roger Mitchell. I don't know if you've ever heard Dr. Mitchell speak or met him. He's the medical examiner for the city. His offices, his laboratories are on the top couple floors of the building, and then the Department of Forensic Sciences is on the following 3 floors. So what do we do there? We have 3 divisions. So I have the Crime Scene Sciences Division. They actually, right now, we are merging with the Metropolitan Police Department to we collect evidence in the city. So should there be some crime that occurs, they put out the yellow tape, they go behind the yellow tape, they collect the evidence. The mayor's in the process of civilianizing that, so at some point in time, all of those services will be completely done by civilians. The other division is the traditional crime lab. So that's our Forensic Science Laboratory division. That's where we have a unit that does firearms examination, fingerprints examination, DNA testing, digital evidence, so cell phones and computers and items like that. We will be adding a forensic chemistry capability too here shortly. And then the third division is the public health lab. And that's a little unusual. It's just a little unusual to be a Department of Forensic Sciences that also takes care of the public health laboratory facilities. So that used to be with the Department of Health. So I've got a bunch of folks in the building, about 200 of us are there. They're not all scientists. I have some folks that help me manage the budget and hire people, buy things. So I'm always looking for sort of the new blood that might want some jobs with us. And as we do that, we actually have a pretty active internship program.
My daughter is studying forensic science as we speak.
Oh, excellent. So this is a perfect opportunity. Is she in high school, college? She's in college. So we have a very active internship program. It runs all year long. And unfortunately, we're not paying our interns, but we give them great experience and exposure. We have about 20 to 30 interns at any time within the laboratory. We try, and we're not just looking for forensic scientists, so that's great. I would look for somebody who's interested in management, in strategic development, in business, in HR. So we actually try to put folks in our operational units too, or operational support group. But if she's interested in forensic science, you want to get on the web, and I have some handouts here that I'll talk about, but we have a web page. On there, there's actually a portion about internships. There's an application. If there's any questions, certainly they can reach out to me. But there's about 3 different programs. It's not just for college. We're actually also targeting high schoolers from the city. So the universities, they come from all over the country, but we're actually working with some of the high schools here that have STEM programs, and trying to get some of our high school students in, maybe in their senior year, to do a project with us. Because I'm very serious about trying to make sure we have as many DC residents that want to work in forensic science working down in our building. The last thing, we are independent. We don't actually, I work for the mayor. I'm independent of law enforcement. But that being said, my stakeholder council includes the chief of police, the chief of fire, the attorney general, Carl Racine, the United States attorney, and we also have the public defender for the district, as well as the federal public defender, the head of the Department of Health, Dr. Nesbitt. These are all individuals that help give me guidance as to how to run this department. We try to do outreach events as much as possible, so if you have a group that might be interested in hearing more about DNA testing or fingerprints or any of this kind of stuff, contact me. We actually send speakers out to accommodate those types of requests, especially for schools. So as I said, it's your laboratory. We want you to know what's going on inside there, and I'm happy to try to do as much of that outreach as possible. So I didn't know if anybody had any additional questions. I do have flyers with information that I will leave in the back. Yeah, absolutely.
So I've actually taken a tour of the
You
facility.
did?
Yeah.
When were you there?
Oh, well, it was shortly after the building was completed.
When it opened?
I was in the class of, I guess it was 2008.
Uh-huh.
Because I was,
okay.
or sometime after that,
Mhm.
because I was in the Leadership Greater Washington class, and so as part of Leadership Greater Washington, had been involved in. No, actually, it wasn't Leadership Greater Washington. It was actually the Police Foundation.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
so
yes.
I'm on the
Yes.
board of the Police Foundation.
Oh,
So-
are you?
so they
Oh,
had-
okay.
They
Okay,
had
great.
offered a tour, and that's the occasion that we
Yeah.
got to check it out. And
Yeah.
see CSIDC.
Yes.
So do you
Yeah.
offer tours to the public?
So
at all?
what we have done, we do have tours for the public. If you contact me, I can set those up. We did just have our major outreach program in September. We actually celebrate National Forensic Science Week. I'm sure you all really wait for that to happen. It happened in September if you missed it, and we had an outreach
Hallmark
event.
has cards for
I
that.
think like Wednesday. I know. We had I think our Wednesday night event was to allow members of the public to come in. But it doesn't mean you'll never be allowed in the building. It's really, if you have an interest and we can get a group together, certainly. And I do try to accommodate the needs. So sometimes a student may just want to shadow somebody for a period of time. So we try to get people in to take a look at what's going on. So if you're interested, I'll put these flyers in the back. My information's actually on one of the
We'll
pages.
begin the
here,
email.
so. Yes, I look forward to it. Look forward to it. Any other questions?
Any other questions from members of the commission? Questions from members of the audience? Yes.
Yeah.
What is kind of the intent of reaching out to the public and kind of the outreach portion as a forensic science lab?
So I used to work for the FBI. I was an FBI agent. I was in the FBI headquarters for many years. The laboratory was a main part of the FBI tour. I don't know if anybody ever took the FBI tour, but it was, I think I grew accustomed to that philosophy that if you want to find out, especially because there's a lot of information on TV about forensic science through CSI and popular media, it's not quite correct. It's great, it happens very quickly. I mean, it's done a lot, but it's not quite correct. We believe it's important to get the science out because often, unfortunately, or you may be called as to be a juror. And so sometimes our scientists now are encountering, trying to explain what's going on, and they're a little bit up against what's happening in the popular TV. And so this gives us an opportunity for people who are really interested in finding out, to find out what's happening. So it's a lot about getting information out. And then my other side is, it's your lab. You pay for this. And I think it's a great opportunity to come in and have the opportunity to see what you're paying for. And we feel that we are public scientists, basically, public scientists who are servants of all of you. So this is my way of reminding everybody, if citizens want to know what's happening, we're going to be able to find the opportunities to make sure they do understand it, because you pay for us right now. And we don't get these opportunities when we're testifying, or, we only get these opportunities when we go out and present. I've also found just personally, as a scientist, forensic science is a great science that many people are interested in. And so as we try to make sure our population, our community has an appreciation for science, often forensic science is a good way to start those conversations. So. Okay.
Any other questions or comments from the audience? Well, thank you very much, Dr. Zan.
Thank you for the time. I know you've got a lot on your schedule, so I'm going to put these in the back and stay for the rest of the meeting.
Thank you.
So next, we have approval of a contract for the new ANC6E website. If you've looked at our website, you can see that there are parts of it that are not working very well. There's old code on there. The last tweet that appears on the website is over a year old because the links aren't quite working right. So we did issue a request for proposals, and we received 3 responses. Those responses were from ADP.
80P, not 80.
Alex,
Yeah.
this is,
Those are the responses, yes.
3 of them on here,
Yes. Art Driver and Coal Smoke.
Cold Smoke, yeah.
So the commissioners have had an opportunity to review these proposals. We will be asking each of the commissioners to rank them. Their preferred proposal will receive 3 points, second preference receives 2 points, and then the last one will receive 1 point unless commissioners feel that the response was not responsive to the RFP, in which case they can give no points. So we will tabulate those results, and then we will announce a winner of the RFP contract this evening. So, but first of all, are there any questions on behalf of the members of the commission related to the process that we've undergone to request these proposals and to evaluate them?
Yeah,
Yes.
I have a question. I rank these, either I give it a 1, 2, or 3, right?
Correct. So 3
So
would be
3
your
would be the
preference. It would be the highest one, yes.
Yeah, okay. I was just kind of wanting to know how y'all grading this.
Yes, that's the process that we
All that
established.
shows is my website.
Okay. So, any other questions or comments from commissioners? Any comments from, or questions from members of the public? Okay. So, why don't we go ahead and we'll rank these responses. I'll do a little chart here so that we can assign the right number of points. The 2 commissioners that are not present did provide their
Email.
responses via email prior to the meeting, so we'll be able to incorporate their feedback. So we've got ADP, again, that's 80, letter P,
Art Driver and Coal Smoke.
Art Driver and Coal Smoke.
Put me down.
No, we're gonna go through, you know,
Then the ANC6E01.
SMD order, but since we have a tendency to do things from first to last, why don't we go backwards this time? We'll start from single member District 7, so go ahead.
Mine would be ADP,
So ADP would receive 3 points,
yes.
and then any points for Art Driver?
I would say a 1, Art Driver,
Okay,
and,
and then 2 for Coal Smoke?
yes.
Okay. Commissioner Judd?
We will, we do 2 with hard driving and 1 with cold smoke and 3 with
Okay, and then Commissioner Marriott ranked them, gave
ADP.
3 points for ADP, 2 points for Art Driver, and 1 point for Coal Smoke.
For me, I'm the same as Marriott. 3 is 80 Port, 2 points for Art Driver, 1 for Coal Smoke.
Great, Commissioner Wiggins?
80P, Art Driver, and then Coal Smoke.
Wait,
So-
can you repeat that again?
The same as
3,
me.
2, 1, basically, for those 3. ADP got 3 points, Art Driver 2 points, Coal Smoke 1.
And Tony was the same.
Yeah, and so Commissioner Brown ranked them the same way, and I ranked them the same way. So let's fire up the calculator.
Well, 3 times 7 is
Well,
21
actually, yeah,
points.
that does make it easy, that, but we do have these other ones, we do have
Ranking.
some variances, 21 points there.
13 and 8.
Who's gonna give you the total?
Okay, so the total rankings are ADP received 21 points, Art Driver received 13 points, and Coal Smoke received 8 points. So ADP is the winner of the contract. So,
I'll let Mr. Marriott know and he can
so
notify
we
them.
do need a motion to approve the contract. I would recommend that we approve the contract in the amount of $6,595 for the scope of work that's indicated there. We don't have to decide tonight how we want to deal with maintenance, because that's a separate charge, and we can do that at a later
Second
date.
that
So
motion.
moved.
Okay, well, we'll give Commissioner Jaffe the motion and Commissioner Wiggins the second on that. Any further discussion on the part of the commission?
No,
Any other comments from members of the public? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
That sounds unanimous to me.
And the
Motion passes.
contract was $6,500.
The amount is $6,595.no. And so we will be making a 50% deposit payment to initiate the project. Thank you very much. Any other new business, members of the commission? Approval of minutes for the November 7th, 2017 meeting. I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes with any technical corrections submitted to Ms. Yela.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from the November 7th meeting. The corrections I made have already been edited from Ms. Yela, so.
And then any other
Yeah.
comments that may be provided. So motion by Commissioner Jaffe, seconded by Commissioner Wiggins. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
It's unanimous, thank you very much. Approval of Treasurer's Report. Unfortunately, Commissioner Marriott did not have the opportunity to submit the Treasurer's Report, so we will review that and approve it at our January meeting. Approval of expenses. We do have 2 months of expenses to approve for Ms. Diela for the preparation of our minutes for the November and December 2017 meetings at $125 per meeting for a total of $250. And I would entertain a motion to approve that expenditure.
So moved.
A second.
It's been moved by Commissioner Wiggins, seconded by Commissioner Jaffe. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. It's unanimous, thank you very much. Any other expenses that any commissioners have undertaken? All right, we'll now move to announcements. I see that we do have Ms. Mitchell from Councilmember Allen's office. Anything that you want to share with us?
I'm a very tired person here tonight. I arrived yesterday from a week in India.
Oh, wow, you must be jet lagged.
Travel,
Where?
I'm tired. It's been like
Where?
18 hours.
We got a little jet lag?
I don't have jet lag, so
Well, thank you for
I might
coming.
have missed the presentation. Anyway, I want to remind everyone, in the Hill Rag, I don't know if you read that, but Councilmember Allen does an annual awards program called Brickies, and it's tomorrow night. It's at the Capitol Yacht Club at the new waterfront. It's free. There's a shuttle from the subway directly there, and there are a number of awards for community service, for outstanding neighbor, for nonprofit, for government agency. It's a fun thing. There's tons of food from lots of restaurants that are in our ward who contribute samples of food. So I want to welcome you all there. This morning there was a announcement, there was a press conference and the initiation of legislation by Councilmember Allen to protect women's health programs in the district. Sometime back, it was anticipated that the current administration would attempt to remove support for family women's services and
That's the Trump administration.
and I didn't want to say it, but in the administration. And so this is an act on the part of the council to fund that program just in case. So it will be bulletproof from any effects that the national, local won't take. We know they will try, and so we will be okay. But,
So my understanding is that the action is that the district government will require that the provisions of the Affordable Care Act related to women's health will remain a part of the requirements for any health insurance programs that are offered in the District of
All
Columbia.
of the services that would be in the current federal health programs would be provided for in the district only funded program. So that's a big step, and there were a lot of advocacy groups out this morning sharing in that celebration. I think we're back to office hours, which you had here last week. I understand there were a number of folks who came out for it. We will be at Safeway in Southwest this Friday. For those of you who don't know, several times a month, the council member and his staff is at some coffee shop, someplace in the morning, 8 in the morning to 9:30, to just be there to talk to folks if they want to come in person. So if you're interested in that schedule, Alex and Nancy know it well.
And I'm sure the schedule was on the website, so.
Yes, and if you sign up for his email address, he sends out notifications very often.
Yes, we do communicate. And thank you all.
Thank you.
If anybody has anything you need to talk to me about, I'm here.
Thank you, Ms. Mitchell.
Thank you.
Any other announcements that any members of the commission would like to make? Any announcements on the part of members of the public? Yes?
Well, this is my first ANC meeting. I just am wondering about how you get on the agenda for these meetings.
So you have I believe you had sent an email that you have a particular issue that you like to
Yeah.
present, so you should communicate that request to your single-member district commissioner, because you live in our service area, correct?
Yeah.
So-
I believe you sent it to me, I'm sorry I can't get back to you. I think we send out, the agenda closes 7 days before, so we can get you probably on for January.
Okay, that works.
So I'll make sure to send that to you, I think you were on it as well, but we'll make sure that for January you're on the agenda.
So did I send it to the right people though, just wrong time?
Yes,
Okay.
sorry
We
for,
have
No
your
worries, no
information.
worries.
All right. So, hearing no other business before the commission, we will next meet on Tuesday, January the 2nd, 2018 at 6:30 p.m. in this room. And, I'm sorry?
Snow on the ground.
hopefully.
Pray not. Happy holidays.
If the library is open, then we will be meeting there, meeting here in this room on that date. So, if there are no other announcements,
Happy holidays,
I would
everybody.
entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second.
No,
Motion to adjourn
So
our meeting.
moved.
the motion's been made, we'll give it to Commissioner Rogers and give the second to Commissioner Jaffe. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. It's unanimous, thank you very much. Meeting is adjourned at 8:03 p.m.
Have a wonderful holiday.
You too.
Happy New Year.
And did you get my
Doc?
Convention Center's holiday party for kids?
Today.
Hey, my name's Mark. I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm with Cold Smoke Creative. I just wanted to thank you guys for going through the proposals. I know it probably took a while to read, but so thank you.
Well,
Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you submitting, and keep your eyes peeled for future opportunities.
Absolutely. I have a couple business cards if anyone wants one.
Cool smoke.
Cold Smoke, yeah.
Yeah, cold smoke.
Yeah, no, thank you guys. Thank you.
So this is an event that SBC does every year. They let us send 50 kids from the 15 years. That's not necessarily
Make it tell.
all of the
I'm trying to get on.
after the year after that, 12 years old, but you're able to register them
Do they have to be low for low income family or not?
the original intention was that they would be, but they don't.
We got to do something about that.
Do you want to reach out to them?
Yes.